going on, guys? Welcome to your 40-minute upper body and core workout. Today we're flying through just 5 upper body movements, 5 core movements, and that is it. Slight burnout at the end just because we missed one yesterday, so I had to throw it in there. 50 seconds, 40 seconds, and 30 seconds per movement, and then we're moving on. We're perfecting that form, building that endurance, and just really getting that movement down. I'll be using my weights today, so if you have some, go ahead and grab them. If not, grab something you have around the house that can act as a weight. Other than that, all you need is your water and your mat, and I'll meet you right back here for our 2-minute warm-up. Alright, before we get started, I'll kind of further explain how the circuit's going to work. So we're going to be switching between an upper body circuit and a core circuit. Every circuit has one move that you'll do 3 times through. One for 50 seconds, then 40 seconds, then 30 seconds. Then we'll switch to another circuit, all that good stuff. At the very end, you'll have a burnout of 50 seconds upper body and 50 seconds core. And that is it. Then we'll cool it down. We'll get us out of here. Very quick, very easy. We'll perfect our form, really get the movement down, and build that endurance. So for our warm-up, I really want to start. We're going to start with those standard squats, of course, go into some frog squats, extend that back a little bit, get those arms warmed up, and then we'll get flowing through. So I'm going to go ahead, start the timer, go ahead and take a nice wide stance, feet angled out, and we're squatting in 2 and 1. Nice standard squat. I know we did legs yesterday. I'm extremely sore from that, so I'm assuming you are as well. So we'll do 2 more standard squats, and then we'll take it into a frog squat where we hinge and squat. You stand and squat while you stay hinged. This really warms up the hamstrings. I know we're working upper body and core today, but we want to make sure all our muscles are nice and engaged and supporting us through these movements. 2 more here. 1 more. Let's take it to the back of our mat, do some walkout plank back extensions. Shimmy those shoulders a little bit. Take a movement that you need, walk it back, and walk it back out. You got just about a minute here before we start flowing through. Let's go ahead and stand back up. Let's take the left arm and do some backwards arm circles for a couple, and then we'll go forwards. In 3, 2, go ahead and go forwards. So your first move is going to be a plank, row, open up. All 3 of those things we've done before on this channel, but we're throwing them all together. Go ahead and take that right arm, bring it backwards, really get that shoulder mobility going, and bring it forwards. And I'm going to show you your first move. Take any extra warm-ups that you need to take. So first time around in 15 seconds, I need you to grab 2 weights. You're going to go into a plank. You're going to row one side right to the ribs, bring that weight down, then rotate to the sides of your feet and open it up. Then you'll go to the other side and back. So let's go together here. We're rowing and opening up. Then we row to the other side and open it up. Really nice, strong in the core. Rowing to your ribs, like I said, not your chest and not your shoulders. Those glutes are pulled down. That belly button squeezed up towards your spine for 22 more seconds. Keep breathing on that row. Keep your body in that plank position. Don't let it open up. And rotate, pushing that weight right above the shoulder for 6. Beautiful work here. For 2, go ahead and rest. 25 seconds rest. We're going through that movement again, but this time we're only going for 40 seconds. So my challenge here, can you bump up the weight? Can you perfect your form a little bit better? Can you row more against your body at your ribs this time? What are you gonna do to step it up in 4 seconds? 2, 1, go ahead and start. Rowing and opening. Beautiful work. Really engaging those shoulders and that core. Breathing through it. Keep the belly button pulled in. We're breathing, squeezing. Beautiful work here. For 10 more seconds. You've got this. You came here to get stronger, and that's what we're doing. Go ahead and rest. Beautiful. 25 seconds. We're going through it one last single time for 30 seconds. I'm gonna bump up my weights. I'm gonna leave these other ones out here just in case, but I want you to challenge yourself as well. Breathe and prepare. In 4, in 3, take that plank position. We're rowing. Here we go. 30 seconds. Feet are in a nice wide stance to really stabilize and give us a strong foundation. 15 seconds. It's not about speed here. It's about form. Squeezing for 3, for 2. Go ahead and rest. Beautiful, you got 1 minute and we're going on to our core circuit. You're gonna grab one heavy weight. I'm grabbing my 25 here and popping it where my head is gonna be on the mat. You're gonna pop it down onto the ground and take a laying position. In 30 seconds, you're gonna hold on to that heavy weight back here to keep your head and your back down. Your feet and legs go into tabletop position. You dead bug down, tap those feet right back up. Nice and slow and power. Belly button's pulled into the ground. Back stays on the ground. Everything's nice and tight and engaged, all right? We're going in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go, tabletop, slow on the down, quick on that squeeze up. Core pulled in, that belly button squeezing, pulling that belly button to the ground, to that spine, and keeping that spine on the ground. Don't let it lift. Keep breathing through it. Beautiful work. Your longest one of this movement, then we're going on to 40 and 30. These movements really allow you to get those muscles engaged, focus on form, fix it the next time around, and get better at it. Keep breathing and rest. Beautiful work. I'm just gonna lay here for our 25 seconds and we're gonna go again for 40 seconds. So again, your feet are in tabletop position. Those feet and ankles are pressed together. Your feet are nice and flexed, toes pointing your knees. You bend down, feet and knees still angled. You tap and you come right back up. Here we go, together. You're tapping and raising quickly. Tapping and raising quickly. If you're ready to step it up, pop those glutes on the way back. Slightly, still keeping that lower back on the ground, but just those glutes pop off a little bit and right back down. Beautiful. Keep breathing. That core is nice and warm at this point. Keep those knees and those ankles pulled together. Just caught myself separating them, so I'm calling it out to you. And breathe. You got one more round of that, and we're moving on to upper body again. So, move 1 of upper body and core is almost done. 1 of 5. This workout is flying by, per usual, but we're gonna do this one last time, and we're done with these dead bugs. Breathe, prepare, here we go. We're fighting and squeezing. You got 30 seconds here. Can you pop those glutes this time around? Squeezing that core in, pulling it nice and tight towards the ground. Beautiful work. Knees, ankles, feet pulled together. Lower back nice against the ground. Go ahead and rest. That 30 seconds goes by so fast, and this weight is tangled all up in my hair. Beautiful. All right, we're putting those weights back. We're gonna grab a little bit lighter one, so around 15, 20 pounds, 10, wherever you are today, that's totally fine. You're gonna do a hammer curl press into a downwards curl. Lots of things, combination move here today. Pretty much all these movements are gonna get multiple muscles involved. There's only 5 movements, but the reason we're doing it 3 times through is because we're engaging a lot of muscles and I really want you to focus on it. So I'm gonna grab some weights here. I'm gonna grab these are not my 15s, where's my 15s? Here we go. So I'm gonna grab 15s in 10 seconds. You're gonna hammer curl, press, back in to a downwards curl. All right, let's go together in 1. Here we go. We curl, we press, and bring it down to a reverse traditional curl. Hammer curl, press, right back down to a traditional curl. You've got this. Hammer, press, and reverse curl. Hammer, press, reverse curl. Beautiful transitions. You're breathing, you're keeping those elbows nice and squeezed at your side on that hammer curl, that press right above your shoulders, back down, curling, keeping those elbows nice and squeezed in. You got 10 seconds, keep it going, speed it up a little bit if you can, for 4, for 2, finish where you are, go ahead and rest. I'm gonna step up my weight this time around, and I challenge you to do the same. I'm gonna go with my 20s. So if you're ready to step it up, do the same. So again, 10 seconds, you hammer curl. You press straight up above your shoulders. You twist and bring it down to traditional curl and let it go. Nice and slow. Here we go. Start off, get that movement down. Then you can speed it up. You keep those ribs pulled in. We don't want our back arching and our ribs flaring like this. Trust me, that does not feel good. That didn't even feel good as I was demonstrating. So keep those ribs pulled in. If you find your chest and your ribs popping out, drop those weights down. You got 10 more seconds. Can you fight through? For 6, for 3, 2, 1, beautiful work. 25 seconds and we're going back to that same move for 30 seconds. You got only 30 seconds. I want you to step it up. Can you speed it up? Can you get more reps in? Can you step up your weight? I'm gonna bump it down to 15s. I felt myself compromising form. So we're gonna go ahead in 2 and 1. We hammer, press, go ahead, reverse curl. Beautiful work here today. We're strengthening those arms. That core is still working, even though it's not focused on core this circuit, it's still working. It's nice and engaged. That belly button's squeezed. For 4, for 3, beautiful work. Go ahead and rest. You've earned this minute rest. Drink some water, pop those weights back up, and we're gonna go to our next move. My mic pack's falling out. We're all good here. No worries. So, next move, I found this one on Instagram and I'm challenging us to try it out. I've never done it in a workout, so I'm excited. We're gonna go into a plank, do a Spider-Man and dolphin twist combination. So from the side, you got 25 seconds. You go onto those elbows, you Spider-Man, keep that leg up, and you twist to the opposite side. So combination of Spider-Man and that hip dolphin twist, all right? 10 seconds, we'll go together. I challenge you to keep that core squeezed and tight. Those glutes pulled down and squeezed. 2 seconds, here we go. use Spider-Man and rotate that hip and tap it. Spider-Man, and on that Spider-Man, you bring same knee to same elbow. Squeeze that core, glutes stay down. Those shoulders, I know, we just killed them on that last one. This is really just adding to it. I'm sorry, but this is where we get stronger. Pike it up if you need to and bring it right back. Don't pause for too long. You only got 10 more seconds here, and that longest set is done. Keep it going, keep twisting and tapping. Beautiful. Go ahead and rest. Beautiful job. That one's really tough, but I'm telling you, that core, those love handles, those obliques, traditional movement combined with a non-traditional movement. That Spider-Man, traditional. That dolphin, traditional. Combine them together, not so. Let's go together in one. Here we go. Use Spider-Man and twist. Beautiful work here. That belly button squeeze to your spine. Those ribs are pulled in. Beautiful work here. Twisting. Keep it going. My mic pack's coming out to play today. Keep it going for 10. Breathe through this one. It's a tough one. For 3, 2, and go ahead and rest. One last time. Maybe I can get this mic pack to not fall out. We'll see if I'm so lucky. So 13 seconds, one last stinking time with that move. That is one of those that you move super slow, but those muscles are engaged the entire time. Let's go together for 30 seconds. Spider-Man, twist. I think this might be one of my new go-to moves. I'm into it. It's really working those shoulders, those obliques, those core muscles. Beautiful here for 5, 2, go ahead and rest. Take a breather, grab some water, towel off. Beautiful. That was a quick movement, and I'm glad that it's over because that was burning real bad. All right, we're going to bent, alternating underhand rows. So 30 seconds, you're gonna grab a weight. I'll just show you with some light ones so we're not working too hard here, right? Before the time comes. So underhand row, your palms are facing upwards. One arm stays up, the other arm is rowing. We're alternating, so one's up, one's rowing. One's up, one's rowing. So we go from back to forth to back, all right? 2 seconds, grab your weight. Let's go together. Here we go. That underhand row. Those palms are facing up. We're rowing right to those ribs. Nice athletic stance. Core pulled in. Squeezing those back muscles together like you have a pencil in the middle of your back that you're trying to hold there. Ribs pulled in. I don't want you flaring those ribs out. Keep them nice and pulled in. Pressing into those feet. Keeping those arms engaged. For 14, this is your longest set of this. Beautiful work here. You're in round 3 of 5 for your upper body. Just like that, 2, 1, go ahead and rest. Can you step up your weight for your next round? You've got that movement down, the form. Now step it up. Get some more reps in. You keep a one squeezed right at your ribs, the other one's rowing. You drop that one, you go to the other side. Even it out, breathe, grab a heavier weight. We're going in one. Here we go. Nice bend. Bring one arm up, then the other. Beautiful work here. Those shoulders, those biceps, those triceps, that back. Everything is working here. Pulling to those ribs. Beautiful work. You're halfway done with this one. Here we go. Push through. Beautiful work. You're strong and getting stronger for 8, for 6. Beautiful. 3, 2, 1 more. Go ahead. Drop those weights and rest. Beautiful. 30 seconds. And then we're done with this movement. Those 3 rounds absolutely fly by. So, how are you gonna step this next one up? Newer weights, heavier weights. Can you do more reps? What are you gonna do here? So 3 seconds, get your mind right. Here we go. Both up, then you alternate. Ribs pulled in, nice straight line, down and up, down and up. Pressing into those feet, nice athletic stance. It's burning, but you got less than 10 seconds. You're here for 6. Breathe. For 3, for 2, 1, and go ahead and rest. Amazing work so far. We're on to round 3 of core. 3 of 5, you're burnout, you're donezo, all right? Keep it going and keep breathing here. Beautiful work. All right, grab some water, towel off, and we'll talk through our next move. So, you're gonna grab a weight, 10 to 15 pounds, and you're gonna do boat pose, toe tap. So that weight stays at your chest. Those feet are hovering off the ground, toes flexed towards the knees, knees and ankles locked in towards each other. You tap your left foot, then your right foot. We're going in 3 seconds. Grab that weight, get into that pose. Let's go together. Find that stability. You're on the top of your glutes here. Keep that back nice and flat. That core pulled in. Drop that weight if you can't yet. That's okay. But tap those feet, bring it back to tabletop. Really focus on squeezing those muscles, keeping you slightly bent back. You'll see me angled backwards. That's really to get that core engaged. Flex those toes towards your knees and keep that weight close to your chest. Balance yourself here. Keep breathing for 10, for 6, beautiful work here, for 3, for 2, go ahead and rest. All right, the weight that you're holding is not as important as really holding that pose, so I'm not worried about stepping up that weight. If you want to, you can, but I want you more focused on that lean back. Angle yourself backwards, pull those knees up. If you can't find that balanced position, light hold with those hands and you're tapping. Let's go together. You got 40 seconds in this one, then 30, and you're on to round 4 of 5. Beautiful work here. You'll feel this in those legs. You'll feel it in your core. You'll basically feel it all throughout the body. And that's done on purpose. You're halfway through this round. Keep that belly button pulled in. Back nice and flat. Legs in tabletop. For 10. Keep fighting and keep breathing. Belly button pulled in. For 4. For 3, 2, 1, and rest. Beautiful job. You know what to do. This last and final round, 30 seconds. This movement allows us to catch our breath. It burns, but it's about fighting through, breathing, and balancing yourself. That lean back, I say it every time, most important part. Balance yourself, keep that core squeezed in. Let's go in 1, for 30 seconds. Keep it all pulled in. Really nice focus. Find a spot on the wall or something in front of you. Stare at it. Focus and breathe. We're fighting for 12 more seconds. This last round flies by. Keep breathing for 6, for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Holy moly, guacamole. I think that's my new phrase of the workouts I've said it the last couple days. So go ahead and rest, grab some water, catch your breath. We're going to tempo shoulder presses. So what that looks like is like those tempo squats. I think we did them last week. You're gonna have 2 weights above your shoulders and you're stopping at your shoulders every time. You're gonna tempo press. So you press up fast, 3, 2, 1, count down and press up. 3, 2, 1 on the down. Really engage, let that weight fall, but you're resisting the fall. So we're not going this and driving. You're pressing up, slow on the way down and pressing up quickly. All right, 10 seconds. Figure out which weights you're gonna do. 50 seconds is a long time for shoulder presses. So grab the weight you're gonna use. You can kneel, you can stand. I'm gonna kneel here. And we're pressing 3, 2, 1, and pressing. Beautiful work. If you're standing, you're engaging your core more. If you're kneeling, your core is still pulled in, but it allows you to modify that a little bit. Pressing up quickly. I'll stand up just to show you. Slow, stopping right when your arms are at goalpost, squeezing right up. From the side, you have a nice athletic stance and you're pressing right up. Those ribs are pulled in, back nice and flat. You've got 10 seconds. Keep breathing. You're doing this 2 more times, so pace yourself. 3, 2, 1, press. Go ahead and rest. Beautiful work. So those are my 15s. I'm trying to figure out, should I step it up? And I think the answer is yes. So I'm gonna step it up. I'm gonna go heavier. I may not be able to do it the entire time, and that's okay. And I want you to know that those lighter weights are always there for you, but I want you to step it up. In 2 and 1, pop those weights up. You press up. 3, 2, 1, and power up. Really have a nice stance in those knees and press up. Those heavier weights are gonna be tough. That's the point of going heavier, right? But I want you to fight through. For 18, I'm gonna drop down for the last 12. Keep breathing and squeezing. Here we go. For 5, 3, 2, and go ahead and rest. Those shoulders are going to be cooked. We'll stretch them out, I promise. You're on to your last round of these tempo shoulder presses. Can you step up that weight? I'm gonna go back to my 20s. I know I dropped down. I know I couldn't do it the whole time, but I'm gonna go as long as I can until I no longer can push. We're going in 3, in 2, pop those weights up. We're pressing for 30 seconds. Here we go. Breathe and press. Keeping those ribs pulled in. Breathing for 14, for 12. I'm dropping down for 10. Beautiful. For 6, for 3, 2, last one. Go ahead and rest. Wow, wow, wow. Those arms are absolutely on fire. So, next move. You still have 45 seconds, but I'll kind of guide you through this one just so you're prepped. Just so you know, we're on round 4 of core. What a great rhyme. 4 of core. Okay, I like that one. I sound like green eggs and ham over here, Dr. Seuss. All right, so now that I killed some time making no sense, I'm gonna grab a weight, around 10 pounds here, And you're gonna have your legs nice and split. And you're gonna have a nice lean back. Holding your weight hammer style, you're gonna make an M. Over your knee, down the middle, over the knee, over to the side. You're gonna go back and forth, just making zigzags, M's, so whatever you wanna call it, the entire time. Let's go together here. These are called weighted M's. No other letter is as good as an M, in my opinion. So we're doing M's. Nice lean back, like those boat taps. That lean back is important. Really engage that core for 30 more seconds. Those shoulders are gonna feel it. You just did a ton of shoulder work, but we're squeezing those knees, are just staying nice and neutral, not windshield wipering back and forth. Hold that position. Heels pressing into the ground. Arms nice and straight. For 3, 2, 1, and rest. Beautiful work. You've got a 40-second round, a 30-second round, and you're done with those M's. Breathe it out. Can you step up the weight? My shoulders feel like they're burning incredibly, a ton, a lot, all those words. So I'm gonna stick with my weight, but do what you can. Let's go together here for 40. Keep squeezing that core and those ribs. Back nice and flat. You're only here for 30 more seconds. Keep breathing and twisting. That upper body is the only thing that twists. Everything from the hips down stays where it is. You barely tap that weight to the ground and you're moving. We're not dropping the weight, then picking it back up. You're tapping lightly, if at all, and moving on. In 4, you rest. In 3, in 2, go ahead and rest. 30-second round, and we're moving on. Beautiful work so far. So incredibly proud of you. Let's keep fighting. Stepping it up where we can, keeping that lean back, and making that M motion. In 5 seconds, we're going. Grab that weight. In 2 and 1, here we go. Beautiful. We're in round 4 of 5. You got one more, then a quick and easy burnout. May not be super easy, but it's easier than 3 rounds of a movement, I would say. So here we go for 7, for 5, for 3, 2, 1, and rest. Beautiful job. So incredibly proud of you. Grab some water. You have 50 more seconds, and we'll talk through our next move. 45 seconds. What you're gonna do, you're gonna grab a weight that you can curl and also do some V-ups with. So what you're gonna do is a reverse V. So the weights start at your hips, you meet together right around your belly button or the bottom of your ribs. You meet those weights together, you bring them back to those hips, and you curl. Just those 2 movements, easy peasy. But trust me, that burn's gonna hurt. So from the side, you're keeping those weights at those hips. You're bringing them up, resisting on the way down. When you get to the bottom, you curl. Let's go together in 1. Here we go, from the side. Bring them up and curl. I don't want you bopping to bring it up, leaning back. Keep that back nice and flat and in line. You raise. Just your arms are working here. That core is pulled in, ribs, belly button, all squeezed in. Beautiful work here. You've got 23 more seconds. From the front, we're squeezing, having a nice athletic stance, curling, and reverse V. Nice and slow to engage those muscles. Build that endurance, keep them under tension resist on the way down, and go ahead and rest. Your longest set of that is done. So can you step up your weight? What are you gonna do to step it up? You know what I always say, step up your weight, go a little quicker this time, but don't compromise your form. I'm gonna go ahead and stay with my weight, just so I can make sure I'm not compromising my form. So let's go in 2 and 1. So now that I got my form down, I'm gonna be going a little quicker on the transitions. Up and reverse V. Curl, reverse V. Beautiful work here. We're engaging those shoulders, those biceps, those triceps. Those legs are keeping us nice and strong. Belly button pulled in for 12 more seconds. Keep fighting through. You're resting for 25 seconds. In 3, in 2, last 1. Here we go. And we're on to resting. So, one last round of that. I really like that move to get those shoulders. You're getting that chest involved. You're getting that back involved. And those triceps on the way down and that curl. It's a beautiful move. So, 6 seconds. You only got 30 seconds of this movement. So I want you to fight through. In 1, here we go. Reverse V and curl. Reverse V and curl. Beautiful work today so far. Keep it going. Keep squeezing. You've got 1 more round of upper body. We're on to our burnout after that. And we're out of here for 4, 2, go ahead and rest. Beautiful job. We're doing seated jackknife, so take a super light weight if at all. In 1 minute, you've got 50 seconds left in this cool down, or not this cool down, in this rest. I'm thinking about that cool down too much. So take a nice seated position with or without those weights. Legs nice and flat. Those arms above the head, they stay there the entire time. Ribs pulled in, we're not rounding our back out. We're not bringing those ribs out. Nice and flat. And you bring that foot and that hand together. Okay? If you don't have those weights, you keep either nothing in your hands, or you can keep 1 weight at your chest now that I'm thinking about it. But you basically just tap those toes up. If you have that weight at your chest, you're just bringing those legs up. If you have nothing, you do opposite to opposite. Here we go. Hands are straight above the head. We're reaching for that toe. Beautiful work here. You've got 40 more seconds here. That core is pulled in. It's burning. We're thriving and pushing through for 30. Keep fighting for 28. Here we go. Those legs are nice and straight. Keep fighting. Keep that balance. And keep fighting to that other side. For 16. Breathing. For 12. For 9. Here we go. For 6. Beautiful work for 4. 2. And 1. Go ahead, breathe for those 25 seconds. Beautiful job here so far. Keep breathing, you got 12 seconds. Keep breathing, here we go. We're going back. In 5, in 3, in 2, and 1. 40 seconds on this one. That core stays pulled in. Try and keep those legs as straight as possible. Beautiful work for 24 more seconds. Keep squeezing. That core is pulled in. Push out that breath every time you squeeze that core for 10, for 7, for 5, for 3, 2, 1, and rest. Beautiful job. You've got one more round of that. And that is that with the core. And then we're on to our burnout. We're on to our cool down. And you're on with your day, whatever that means to you. 8 seconds. We're going for 30 seconds. And then we're done. Beautiful work. Here we go. In 1, squeezing up, squeezing and reaching to that other toe. That back really stays nice and neutral and flat, and your leg is really the one coming to your arm. Your arm reaches out a little bit, but that leg comes to it. In 10, beautiful work for 8, keep fighting for 5, for 4, for 2, 1, and rest. Your burnout is here. Ladies and gentlemen, you've made it through 5 rounds of upper body and core. What we're doing here, 50 seconds, we're doing bent back flies. So you're gonna take a nice light weight, you're gonna hinge over, and you're gonna do some back flies. You're squeezing those back muscles together like you have a pencil in the middle of your back, and you're trying to squeeze it together. Squeeze towards that spine. You're going there, and that is the move. So 23 seconds, you'll find yourself there. Then you're doing, right after that, a reverse crunch job. We're resting, breathing, grab that water, and we're gonna go just shortly. All right, in 3, in 2, and 1, here we go. Reverse fly, keep that nice hinge, squeezing that back together, nice slight bend in the elbows so that you're protecting your arms, protecting those elbows. Beautiful work. Squeezing for 20 more seconds. So we're supposed to go straight into our reverse crunch after this, but I want to show you how to do it properly, and I want us to work. So I'm gonna rest us for 15 seconds after this so I can show you our reverse crunch. We're resting in 3, in 2, go ahead and rest. All right, we're gonna rest for 15 seconds. Really quickly, a reverse crunch twist. You have a heavy weight at the back of your mat, holding like you did on that dead bug. Reverse crunch, you bring your knees together, you pop up, you twist to one side, drop down, and twist those hips, okay? Let's go together in 5, in 4, in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. We have our 50 seconds here. You pop up and twist, right back down, pop up, and pike those feet up, up, twist those hips. You tap down, right back to it. That core stays pulled in, that belly button pulled in. Beautiful work here. This is your last movement of the day. That core is nice and tired. Beautiful work. Breathing here. Squeezing, bringing those hips off the ground. Hiking right back down. Breathe. Go ahead and rest. You've made it to your cool down. Holy moly, 2-minute cool down. So incredibly proud of you. Let's take it to child's pose here. Pop it on back. Rest and stretch those arms out, reaching. Beautiful work today, as always. So incredibly proud of you. Breathe and stretch here. Beautiful. Come to tabletop. We're gonna stretch those shoulders. Weave your right arm underneath the other and hold this pose for a little bit. I'm so incredibly proud of you for today. Today was one of those days that I did not feel like working out, if I'm being honest. And we all have those days. Go ahead, switch to the other side. We all have those days. and I want you to know that's normal, but it's what you do with that feeling. And some days you definitely do need a cool down and just a day off where you do slight movement and that's the end of it. You maybe go for a walk or whatever. Go ahead and come down and reach for your one leg, reaching over to the side. You definitely do have those days where your body just needs to recover, but today was one of those days where I had everything I needed. I had time to work out, and there was just something that was telling me I did not want to work out. But I got my mind right. I put my headphones in, I listened to my music, and I knew that this workout was actually what I needed. And it's one of those things that I know how I'm gonna feel at the end of it. Go ahead and switch to the other side. I know how I'm gonna feel at the end of it, and that's the feeling that gets me to work out. So if there's ever a time that you don't feel like working out, and you know that you'll feel great at the end of it, and it's not necessarily that you're tired and your muscles need to recover and you're sore, so sore that you like can't even sit down without being in pain. If it's not that and it's just you keeping yourself from advancing to the next step, then I want you to do what gets you in the right mindset. If it's listening to music that hypes you up, if it's putting in headphones and blasting it, if it's journaling and getting yourself ready for the day ahead, if it's drinking a cup of coffee, whatever you need to do, I want you to do that. And never forget that I'm always here on my Instagram. I'm always sharing what I'm doing throughout the day. So if you're ever feeling down, I want you to find that place. Go ahead and reach out to me. I am here for you as your coach, not only, but as your friend and as somebody who's here to motivate you to be the strongest and best version of yourself. I'm gonna go ahead and take my right arm across my chest. I kind of stopped stretching in the middle of that cool down just to start talking. I just get so passionate about that because I know how it feels to not want to work out, but want to be the best and healthiest version of yourself and not know where to go if you don't have anyone that's motivating you. For instance, like if you're in a household that everyone eats unhealthy and nobody wants to work out, but you want to work out, it's hard to see everyone else relaxing, and it's okay. Like you justify not doing what you should be doing to take yourself to the next step. So I want to be that person that's always by your side. If you need that motivation, reach out. There's a great community starting on my Patreon of people that want to take this next step, are looking for recipes, are looking for bonus workouts, active recovery days, things that I'm buying at the grocery store. So you can go ahead and check that out. If not, my Instagram also has recipes and some good stuff on there, tips and tricks. So go ahead and check that out. I'm so proud of you today for pushing through our upper body and core workout. It went by quick, but we really perfected our form and kept building on that endurance. So I'm so proud of you, and I will see you right back here tomorrow for another workout. See you guys tomorrow. Thanks for joining me.
Summer's end, and you feel that this is your beginning. Well, colors fade, but it's okay. There is good in changes. Go run away, get it out of your system. Come back when you're older. Go find a place where you can't be the victim. And come back when you're older. Go catch the storm within your broken bones and be wild, 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 wild.
care about me cause you're lonely? Cause I'm the only one around. You say you are better safe than sorry, cause you're too scared to hit the ground. Might seem dark, but you know that I'm honest. Might look broke, but you know I can solve it. Do you care about me cause you're lonely? Cause I'm the only one around. I don't wanna be your blanket that you wrap around to forget about. I don't wanna be the same thing that you left before. Do it all once more. I don't wanna be your blanket that you wrap around to forget about. I don't wanna be the same thing that you left before. Do it all once more. My head is underwater, feel the pressure building up. Never let myself become a martyr, won't let anybody pick me up. Thought I was in control, that I'd handle you. Turns out I am lost, don't know what to do. I feel like my head is underwater, feel the pressure building up. I don't wanna be your blanket that you wrap around to forget about. I don't wanna be the same thing that you left before. Do it all once more.
Got me feeling, you got me feeling alright. Whenever I'm around you, baby,